Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is lesson 84, starred problems. So let me go ahead and move to the starred problems. So here it says collect like terms. So we're looking for anything with an XY in it. These two things have XY, so I have 2XY plus, and there's an invisible 1 in front of this XY. So 2 plus 1 is 3, and the XY remains. Let's see here. Okay. And then I'm going to combine anything with an x. So I have negative 3x and x. So that's negative 3x plus, and there's an invisible 1 here. So 1x, negative 3 plus 1. That's opposite signs. 3 minus 1 is 2. And the sign of the larger is negative, and then we have the x. So my answer is 3xy minus 2x. Okay, so the next one, we're doing a translation of some kind. So triangle ABC with vertices at negative 4, 1. So negative 4, 1. Come on, there we go. Negative 1, 3. And then negative 1, 1, which is here. So here's my original triangle. It says that it's reflected in the x-axis. So this is the x-axis, so that means it's reflected this direction. So let me pick a different color. Let's see, this is 1 above, so this is going to be 1 below. This is 1 above, so this is going to be 1 below. This is 1, 2, 3 above, so this is going to be 3 below. And that's my new triangle. So that's going to be negative 4, negative 1. Negative 4, negative 1, negative 1, negative 1, and negative 1, negative 3. Okay, so here what we have is 12.5 over 100, so I'm going to popcorn. 2 times 12 is 24, plus 1 is 25 over 2 divided by 100. So I keep change flip. 25 over 2 times 1 over 100. I can divide by 25, so I get 1/2 times 1 over 4, which is 1/8. All right, ratio boxes. Let's see. So let's do 17, and then I might have to erase it and do the next one. So this is a percent ratio box. So let's see, percent actual. And I know with percent, the total is going to be 100. So let's see what we have. When the door was left open, 36 pigeons flew the coop. So we have flew, not. So 36 pigeons actually flew the coop. This was 40% of the pigeons. How many pigeons? So we have 60%, because we know if we add this, we get 100. How many pigeons were originally in the coop? So they're asking for our total number originally. So we're going to use the 2 lines that are complete and do 40 over 10 is equal to 36 over x. 40x is equal to 36 times 100. 40x is equal to 3600. You're going to divide 3600 by 40 to get your answer. Okay, 18 is another percent. So let me go ahead and draw my ratio box. Total 100%, actual. Okay, so 60% of the saplings were 3 feet tall or less. So we have less and more. Okay, so if 60% were less, we know 40% were more. If there were 300 saplings in all, how many were more? So we're going to use this. 40 over 100 is equal to x over 300. 100x is equal to 40 times 300. 100x is equal to 12,000, and then you divide to get your answer. All right, multiply each product in scientific notation. So let's come down here. We have 1.5 times 3 You can do that on your calculator. You're going to get something. Let me change colors here. And then we have 10 to the third times 10 to the negative third times 10 to the sixth. So we know that we're going to go 10, negative 3 plus a positive 6. So you'll have 10 to something. Once you have this and you have this, you can write it in scientific notation, which is something point something times 10 to the something. Okay, let me know if you have questions on that one. Okay, so for B, we have 3 times 15, or 3 times 5, which is 15. That's going to be a problem. We're going to have to solve that here in a minute. Let me erase this. Okay, and then we have 10 to the 4th times 10 to the 5th. 10 to the 4th times 10 to the 5th is equal to 10 to the 4 plus 5, which is 10 to the what? So now we have 15 times 10 to the what? I'm going to put my decimal place here, so it's 15 times 10 to the 1 times 10 to the what? We're going to have to add these two to get our answer. Let me know if you have questions. Assistance with tough problems. So number 1 is a proportion and cross multiply. Number 3, all of the information comes from the graph. Number 4, the mean is the average. The median is the middle when the numbers are lined up from smallest to greatest. The mode is the number that is most listed. And the range is the largest number listed minus the smallest number listed. 8 is ratio box proportion cross multiply. For 12, you're going to need the conversion that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. 27, you must convert meters to millimeters, so you're comparing the same units. 1,000 millimeters is 1 meter. 28, convert all the numbers to decimal numbers and then complete the operations. All right, so 19, which is not starred, it says, let's see, a square sheet of paper with a perimeter of 48 inches has a corner cut off forming a pentagon as shown. What is the perimeter of the pentagon? Okay, so if a square sheet of paper has a perimeter of 48 inches, we divide 40 by 4 to figure out how long each side should be. So our square sheet of paper, we divide 40 by 4, we figure out how long each side should be. 2 of the sides have not been changed on your pentagon. This side and this side have not been touched, so they'll remain whatever 48 by 4 divided by 4 is. To find the area, first find the area of the uncut square. So the area is length times width, or side times side. You'll be able to find the side by dividing. So you should be able to find, this is your uncut area. Yep, use length times width. Okay, and then you subtract out the area of the triangle. So here is your triangle. And if my side is 12, then this height is 8. And this is 6. So you can find the area of this triangle, 1/2 base times height. This is my height, this is my base. And you can subtract that out of your uncut area. Okay. The face of the spinner has been divided into 7 different sectors. The central angles have the following measures. These. If the spinner is spun once, what's the probability it will stop in A? So A has 60 degrees, so 60 degrees out of 360, and you'll reduce that to find your probability. Same with C, 45 degrees over 360. All of this is here, by the way. And you'll reduce that, and then E, 75 degrees out of 360, and you'll reduce that. And that's it. Please let me know if you have any questions.